Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. The glare on that should... It's too much of a glare. Hold on, let me see. Okay, that's up high. Okay, so, absolute value functions. Now I'm gonna go over this slow, just so that y'all can understand. You will be graphing these. It's only 6 problems, so just take heed. Okay? Absolute value functions. Now, it is not the same as graphing with linear functions, okay? It is not. Actually, tell you the truth, it might be a little bit easier, okay? The original form, or the standard form, or original form, whatever you want to call it, is f of x is equal to absolute value of x, okay? That is the original form. That's the start-off form. That's the main form of where you start off with, okay? When dealing with absolute value functions. Now, looking at this, I'm not going to be giving you something like that, okay? You are going to have equations in the form of, you know, f of x is equal to y now. So let me just use y. Y is equal to the absolute value of x, or it is a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k. Okay? Does that k look too much like an h? Because I can just write a regular k.
Yes. Yes.
If it looks like it too much for one, I don't want to confuse everybody, so let me just write a k. Like that. Okay. Better? Better. Okay. Okay? So, this is what y'all will be getting. This is how it first starts out. Okay? This is the basic form of an absolute value function. Okay? And this is the main parts. I'll discuss each and every part. Okay? The A, this part right here, is that part where this is the first thing that you should be looking at. Now, on these worksheets that I printed off for you, your A's will be 1s. Okay? Each and every one of y'all's A's will be 1. The number 1. Okay? It's not going to be there. You will, however, have either a positive or a negative, okay? And if you have a positive A, then you have a V. If you have a negative A, you have a mountain, I guess? I don't know. Okay? Are these two close together? Let me scoot that one over. Okay? That is what happens with the A. So the first thing that you should look at are your A's. Do I have a positive? Will I have a V? Or do I have a negative? Will I have like an uppercase A, if you will, without the line in between? All right? Then you have your H and K. Okay? Your H and K, these parts right here, this one and this one, H and K, oops, let me sit down. H and K is your vertex. Okay? Our vertex. Who here, I don't know, who here knows what a vertex is? The center or turning point of your function. Okay? The center / turning point of your function. What do I mean by this? Well, this means this part right here and this part right here.
So
Vertex.
It stops, right?
Okay? You said what?
So wherever the point stops at on the top or like the bottom.
And then just goes back down.
Yeah.
Or it comes down and it goes back up. All right? The turning point. Okay? That is what your vertex is. Now, when looking at this, the easiest way for you to read your vertex is to look at this formula right here. Okay? For example, everybody has this down?
Yes.
Okay, so for example, right? Let me write this formula again. Y equal to A absolute value of X minus H plus K. So, for example, you might have Y equal to negative absolute value of X minus 3 plus 8, right? X minus 3 plus 8. Judging from that formula that I just gave you, what is your vertex? Vertex. What is your vertex?
Negative. Negative.
Negative what?
A.
Negative 3 and plus 8.
Well, yes. Okay, yes. Now, if your H is behind the negative, then it's a positive. So for your H, you're always going to flip its sign. Matter of fact, write that down. Flip the sign for H.
Does that mean K sign flip, or is it? It's the same.
And the sign for K stays the same. Okay? So, in this type of situation,
So it would be positive.
positive 3, positive 8. Positive 3, positive 8.
So
That would be our vertex.
So you put it like
And you said,
Alexis Fitzgerald to the front office with your things. Alexis Fitzgerald to the office.
what is our A?
negative.
It's a negative. So therefore, are we going to have a V or are we going to have an A? V? Is it going to be pointing down or is it going to be pointing up?
It's gonna be pointing down.
It's going to be pointing down. Good job. Okay? And that's it. All right? So, simple, right?
That's all we do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to show you a little bit more detail of how and where to put it on the graph. But right now, all you're doing is just plotting that point where the 3, 8 is at.
So
Okay?
this is just what we're doing for today.
Yeah. Actually, this is what you're going to be having your quiz on this Thursday. So, okay, so what if you have something like this right here. Y is equal to x minus 3. What if you have something like this right here?
Doesn't that x becomes 1?
Now, we're not going to deal with anything with the x, but do we have an h over here?
Will always be 0.
0.
Thank you. Good job. So your vertex your h will be what?
0.
0. And your k will be
Negative 3.
-3. That's it, okay? And so you would plot this point. Let me see. Right? What is our origin? Where's our 0 at? In the middle right here. And we're going down how many?
3.
3. There you go.
So does that mean it goes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is it in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we count down 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Your vertex is right there, right? And what is your A?
Positive.
It's a positive, so it's going to go up or down? Up. Good job, right? And how we find our y's. This is how we find our y's, right? Or we're going to have our thing going like a V, okay? You need to understand your axis of symmetry. I'm teaching this to y'all in parts. I'm showing you your axis of symmetry, okay? AOS, axis of symmetry is the line that splits the function, the line that splits the function in half. Okay? The line that splits the function in half. So, in this type of situation, your AOS is axis of symmetry is equal to your H. Okay? Your axis of symmetry is equal to your H, which means pretty much whatever your H is, whether it's 0 or something like that, this line right here coming down is splitting your function into 2 equal parts. So therefore, they're going up the same type of way, all right? So you only have to solve for one side, if you will. So for example, if I were to say my x, right? My x is 1, right? If my x is 1, come on this side. Okay.
Can I answer this real quick?
Huh?
Can I answer this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Hello? Hey.
So, go out there and answer. So, x is equal to 1, right? So you have y equal to absolute value of 1 minus 3. Okay? When we're dealing with an absolute value of 1 is,
1.
there you go, good job, okay? Absolute value of 1 is 1.